Oh, yes. Back at it again on Wednesday. Getting ready to go for a quick 2-mile run. Should be pretty easy. It's supposed to be at a, basically a relaxed pace, basically just a normal pace for me. Somewhere between 9 and 10 minutes, so should be pretty easy. Should be pretty quick. No gym today, just a quick run. So, we're out here. We are out here. Just gonna get warmed up. Do some dynamic warm-ups out here. A little light jogging, maybe some high knees. Sidestepping, things like that. So do that, and then we hit this 2-mile run and call it a day. I got a dentist appointment today, so at 8 a.m. I don't know what I was thinking doing that, but it is what it is. So yeah, we'll see you on the other side. 1 mile. 1 mile in. Feeling good. I think I'm moving a little slow though. So yeah, here we go. All right. Leaving the dentist's office. Man, that was a short green light. My God. Leaving the dentist's office. I didn't record a post-run video earlier because I got caught in the rain. About a mile into the run, it started to rain on me, and not like a little drizzle like what happened on this past Sunday. This was like a pretty steady rain, and I had a mile to go on my run still. Finished it up. I actually extended the run just a little because it was raining. When I ended the run, I was still about a quarter of a mile from my house, like where the run where I wanted it to end. But I extended the run that quarter mile because I did not want to walk in the rain for a quarter of a mile. So I just ran. I ended up running like 2.3 miles in total because I didn't want to stop and walk. So ran a little longer than I was supposed to, but that's okay. It was pretty slow. It was like a 10-minute pace the whole way. But that's all right. We have some extra fatigue from all of the new exercises and stuff that I've been doing. It's added intensity, between the rowing and the weightlifting, and now I'm running 4 days a week, and I'm gonna do the ski erg on Friday. It's just a lot for my body. Like I've kind of thrown my body into the deep end here, and I should expect to be fatigued. There's lots of new stuff happening, and so we're just gonna have to take it in stride. My body will adapt. Your body is pretty resilient. It'll recover. It'll adapt to whatever stress you throw at it. But whenever it first happens, it's a little surprising, a little disheartening. You're like, man, a 10-minute pace, that's slow. Maybe, I don't know, but I have confidence that it will improve. So anyways, just left the dentist. I had a dentist appointment at 8 this morning. I don't know what I was thinking scheduling a dentist appointment at 8 a.m., but it is what it is. We got it taken care of. Teeth are all clean, shined up, looking brand new. I've got bagels secured in the bag right here. One for me, one for my wife. I wasn't gonna get one, but then I decided game time decision came down to it. Decided I wanted one, so I got one. And headed back to the house. Gonna go knock out a little bit of work, and it's gonna be a pretty chill day. I had a thought the other day while I was doing my sprinting, and it was in relation to running, and how running is sort of it's more about understanding yourself when you run. It's more about you understanding yourself. And there comes a point on every run, doesn't matter how experienced of a runner you are, there comes a point on every run where your legs start hurting, or you're out of breath, you're short breath, your lower back hurts, your feet hurt, something hurts, you a little voice in your head that's telling you to stop, it's telling you to quit. Hey, you've gone far enough. You've already run 2 miles. You don't really need to run that third. You don't really need to. You've done good enough today. Why don't you just stop? And that happens on every run. And running is sort of about having a conversation with that discomfort. So what are you saying, Brady? You're supposed to just push past the pain? That's nothing new. Well, no, not exactly. I'm saying you should listen to it. You should listen to the feedback that your body is giving you, and you should have that conversation with discomfort, and listen to what it's saying. Conversation's a two-way street. Your body's telling you one thing, the discomfort's telling you one thing, and you need to talk back. And the way that you do that is through your actions. You talk back to that voice in your head by ignoring it, or maybe slowing your pace down. I'm not saying when that voice rears its head, and when you have that initial introduction with discomfort, you have 2 options there. You have 2 options there, really. Number 1 is you just completely ignore it and continue on as planned, right? And I think that's what a lot of the David Goggins of the world would tell you to do is, oh, don't listen to your bitch voice. But it's not always a bitch voice it's not always a voice that you have to ignore. Your second option is to listen to what it's telling you and adjust accordingly. Listen to what it's saying and decide for yourself whether what it's telling you is an obstacle that needs to be overcome or a limitation. And if you can differentiate between those 2 things in that moment of discomfort, it'll do wonders for you. Your body, it'll do wonders for your body. It's about having that conversation with the discomfort and recognizing that it's there. You recognize that it's there, and every step you take past, the last step, right? Every step you take after that discomfort shows itself. It's you acknowledging that it's there, and at the same time telling it, you're not going to decide my limits. You can do both. It's not a mutually exclusive thing. You can acknowledge the discomfort and in the same breath tell it, you will not dictate my limits. And that's sort of what the conversation needs to look like sometimes. It's not always about pushing past it. It's not always about, manning up or not being a bitch or a wimp or, whatever the case is. It's not always about that. Sometimes your body is providing you feedback, and sometimes you need to listen to that feedback. Not always, but sometimes. And it's up to you in the moment to differentiate between what is a limitation and what is an obstacle to be overcome. Anyways, there's your wisdom for the day. I'm getting ready to pull into my driveway. I'm gonna crush this bagel in a protein shake, and I'm gonna head to work. I'm very hungry. Not really looking forward to sitting down to work either. But the show must go on, man. The show must go on, and so it will. Hope everybody has a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna run again in the morning, and then I got a bench session probably around lunchtime. I don't know what I'm gonna do because this week I'm testing maxes. I guess tomorrow's incline bench for me, so I guess because incline bench is programmed in my upcoming program block of training, but it's programmed in RPE, and I don't know what my RPE is. So it's like 3 sets of 8 at RPE 7 on incline bench, and I don't know what that is right now. So maybe, just maybe tomorrow, we'll take a minute on the incline bench and figure out, you know, what my RPE 9 is. And we'll just kind of go from there. That way I go into my next training block knowing what I get, kind of roughly where those sets need to be. So yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning for another early morning run, and then a bench session later that day. So thanks for watching. Hope everybody has a good day, and talk to you tomorrow.